Hey, this is Michael Brent Collings. I'm the author of Grimmworld, The Witch in the Woods, and I'll be reading a page a day with my real, not at all paid actor kids. Say hi, real kids.
Hi.
We're going to be doing this a page a day until it goes viral. I reach 100 pages or I get tired, whichever comes first. So please don't forget to share, like, comment, all that stuff, and help us go viral for Grimmworld, The Witch in the Woods, which releases...
Yeah, said Jake. I do not answer questions about tests in progress. The test hasn't started yet, said Willow. Class, shouted Mrs. Houseman, your test has begun. You have 20 minutes. Speaking will result in a failing grade. Smiling sweetly, and for the first time sincerely, she said to Jake, I'm sorry, but the test has started and there is no more talking. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have after the test is over. She dropped a test on Willow's lap and another on Jake's, then went to a cluttered desk in the front of the room where she sat and watched the students with her magnified eyes. Jake sighed and bent over the paper. It was a multiple choice test about the history of the American Civil War. After a few minutes, Willow thrust her hand in the air. When Mrs. Houseman avoided looking at her, Willow waved and stood up. That brought the teacher's gaze. Moving from your seat will be construed as cheating and rewarded with a 0, said Mrs. Houseman. Willow sat down, but kept her hand in the air. Jake and I have never studied any of this. We're new. Don't, Jake whispered out of the corner of his mouth. In front of them, Pearl, one of the two students who had bowed jokingly when the twins came in, turned around and put a finger to her lips, frantically miming Willow to be quiet. The gold $sign charms on her bracelet jangled, and she quickly clapped her other hand over them, silencing the sound. Mrs. Houseman stood and marched toward the back of the room as Willow continued, Seriously, how are we supposed to... She checked the test, and reading continued, Check the items corresponding to my lecture on the reasons the Battle of Brandy Station was important to the later disposition of the Civil War, then fill in the bubbles beside the names of all the people involved in the planning thereof? We weren't here for your lecture.